One of the most sincere form of respect is listening to what other person has to say. But the biggest communication problem is that we don't listen to understand. Instead, we listen to reply. Hello my dear learners, welcome to the channel. I am your trainer Namita, and today in this video I'm going to share with you 5 habits of great listeners. If you also want to build your social skills, then make sure that you listen to each one of these habits very carefully and try to imbibe it in your life as well. So the very first habit of a good listener is that they create a conversational safety. And when I say conversation safety, it means that when the other person is trying to express his or her own views, these people don't judge them. Their listening is completely free of judgment. Everybody has their own point of view. Everybody tries to express their views based on their experiences, their background, their knowledge, their set of qualifications. So we as a good listener should not reject anybody's perspective immediately as they are trying to say something. So a good listener avoids fault finding in someone else's point of view completely. If you also want to be a good listener, make sure that you're listening without judgment, you're not trying to find fault with their communication, and you're not rejecting their opinions like right from the start. Listen to everybody's views and try to understand what they are trying to say, and also try to look at the background where they are coming from and where is this idea coming from. Now the second habit that these listeners have is they validate other people's feelings. And how do they do this? By saying, that makes sense. I get that. Of course. Yes, you're right. Yes, even I agree with this point of view. Are you getting it? This is the kind of response that these people who have good listening skills do. If you too want to have a very good listening skills and you want to work on your social skills overall, then make sure that you're giving these small feedbacks to the person talking. You're telling them that yes, of course, keep using your head, keep nodding it every now and then. By giving them a feedback that you're listening and you're validating whatever they are saying. Instead of rejecting their point of view completely, you simply have to express your agreement with their statement. There would be times when you would not really agree with them. Even then, just to validate other person's feelings and emotions, you have to do this. This shows sympathy. The third habit that these people have is that they show their natural curiosity to ask questions. When somebody is speaking, don't just listen to them like a dumb person. You're just listening to them like this. No, when you keep asking questions, this means that you are interested in their conversation. So ask questions about them. If there is a particular topic that you're discussing, of course, you can ask questions related to this topic. Otherwise, you can simply ask about their life, how they are doing, how they're managing things, how is their family, and keep giving them a nice feedback at the same time. So questioning is something which is always a part of good listening. When I say listen, it doesn't mean just simply listen. Don't just use your ears. Use your mouth as well to give a feedback, or sometimes even to ask questions. When you ask regular questions in between a conversation, it means that you're interested, so that the other person doesn't feel your disinterest. So giving them a good warm feeling includes asking them questions. The fourth habit that these great listeners have is they listen using their whole body instead of trying to multitask. I am sure you have noticed that sometimes in social gatherings or in any other get-together, when somebody is talking, people take out their phone. The person is talking, communicating something, and the other person is busy on the phone, not doing anything urgent, probably just visiting a shopping website or just going through WhatsApp messages or opening any social media website. That's it. You are not just supposed to use your ears, that okay, my ears are open, at least I've not closed my ears with some plugs, my ears are open, you keep speaking. Use your entire body, your hand gestures, your eyes, your smile, asking questions, giving feedback, expressing something in between matters. The other person should feel that they are being listened to. So use your entire body. Be there. That's a very ill-mannered expression. I notice so many people just take out their phone and start scrolling through it while the other person is speaking. This is certainly not a part of good communication skills. In fact, it's a very bad habit when you're listening to someone. What is so urgent, what is so important that you have to cater to at that very moment when the other person is speaking? Avoid this. If you want to be likable, if you want to develop your social skills, always avoid taking out your phone or just looking here and there when the other person is talking. Be there fully. Use your whole body, your hands, your eyes, every sense should be there so the other person can sense your empathy for them. That's a very good social skill. Last but not the least, the fifth habit is they hear what's beneath the words in a speaker's tone or body language. Sometimes people are conveying something very personal, something which is very touchy, and their words might not really be as direct as their expressions in their eyes, or you can hear that softness in their voice. These good listeners always read between the lines what they are speaking. They can, of course, listen to it, but there are expressions and emotions which are not spoken. They still listen to those things. So if you want to be a good listener, make sure that you're reaching out to the emotions which are not directly expressed with words. It can be sorrow, it can be sadness, it can be a heartbreak, it can be a struggle that they are trying to convey. So sometimes words cannot even be sufficient to express every emotion. So for that, you have to look into their eyes and see what is there. So looking beneath their words, looking beneath what they are expressing is a real skill, and this can be developed very easily. But for that, you have to be present, you have to be interested. If you're really interested in what the other person is saying, then you would automatically try to listen to everything which is not even being said. Why do we do this? Because we want to develop our social skills in such a way so that it doesn't just make us more likable, but also it gives us an opportunity to learn something new. Listening to people, listening to their experiences, listening to their perspectives can help us become a better person. We would get to know what are the things which we need to do and what are the things which we need to avoid. Make sure that you're listening to people. There is always a psychology playing behind in everybody's head. So this is the best time to learn something. I always listen to people so that I can learn something. Why would you want to listen to someone? Give me your reason in the comment section below. And these are all the 5 habits, and if you can also try to inculcate these habits into your life, into your routine, then notice that you will develop very good social skills very soon. So I'm going to end this video right here, but I'll see you in my next one. Till then, take care of yourself. Bye for now.